Hi, welcome to another edition of Cooking with Bari. I'm your host Kyle, and today we're bringing you this recipe from our kitchen right here at Bari. On our past episodes, we have shown you different ways of incorporating olive oil into your entrees, and today we're going to show you how to incorporate olive oil into your baking. We've got a great recipe for you today. It's a sugar cookie that was actually my great-great-grandma Bartsch's recipe. So this recipe has been in the family since early 1900s, and we're just pleased to share it with you today. So we're going to start by putting together our liquids. We're going to start with 1 cup of sugar. We're going to get that in a bowl. And then to that, we're going to add a half a cup of Bari Robust olive oil. We're going to put in 1 egg. And then we're going to use a half a cup of sour cream. A little bit more. And we're going to just start to bring this all together. Now, you may be asking yourself with baking, why are we using our robust olive oil? And that's a good question. These cookies are going to have nutmeg in it, and the robust olive oil pairs itself really well with that nutmeg flavoring. It really helps bring it all together. So we're going to get this just all blended together. And now that that's all together, we are going to put in our dry ingredient. Whoops, I need to put all the dry ingredients together first. We have 3 cups of flour, and to that we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of the nutmeg. And we're going to just blend that together first before we add it to our wet mixture. And that looks good enough. So we're going to dump that in. And don't be afraid, you don't need to add it slowly, just put it all in at once. Get that out of the way and do a little cleanup here. And we're going to bring this just into a nice round moist ball of dough. Okay, so I've been mixing this for a little while, and I'm going to actually switch to a spoon just to bring it all together for this last little bit. Okay, so I've been mixing this for a little while now, and as you can see, it comes into a really nice ball. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that in half, and I'm going to work with half the dough at once. First, I need to put a little flour down so that it doesn't stick, and then we'll take about half the dough, and we'll just get a little flour on it. Get my rolling pin out, get a little flour on that. Alright. And what you're going to do is you're going to roll this out to about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, 1/3 of an inch, give or take. I'll flip that around while I still can. Now, if nutmeg isn't quite your thing and you want to use almond flavored or almond extract, by all means, feel free. This is your recipe, and make it however, use whatever flavors you like. That looks like about the right thickness. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cut these into shape, and it's Valentine's month, so we got nice heart-shaped cookies, and we went to Walmart. They've got a great little selection of different types of cookie cutters over there, and we found some heart-shaped ones that have the word love that writes on there, and so feel free to swing by there and pick one of these up, and we'll show you how this all turns out in the end. So I'm going to start with 4 just for the sake of time, just to make it a little easier. And get these over here. Clean up my workstation a little bit. And we're going to just put these right on the cookie sheet. And then what we're going to do is, this is a cookie that works really well with a sugar topping versus going with the heavier frosting. So we're gonna top these with some decorative sugar, and I think you're going to find that it makes a really nice light dessert. I made these for the girls in the office yesterday, and they really enjoyed them. So we're going to just put some red sprinkles, sugar sprinkles right on top, and what you'll see is the wording comes out really nice after they bake. Alright, that'll do for now. We're going to bake these in a 325 degree oven for about 15 minutes. Now, you know your oven better than I do, so time may be a little bit different for you. We're going to stick these in. And I've got a batch that I already made up that are all ready to go. Clear a little of this out of the way and show you what the finished product's going to look like. These are just a nice soft cookie that really goes well if you have an afternoon tea, or if you just want something that's just not too heavy. Maybe you've had a heavier dinner. These really work really well. Oops. And there we go. So here's my great grandma Bartsch's nutmeg sugar cookies. I hope that you stop by our website, give the recipe a try. I know your family's going to love it as much as our family has, and it's just another way to incorporate some healthy olive oil into your diet and really help that meal come together for you. So until next time, I'm Kyle. Thanks for joining me.